Yorktown Dancer second. On the outside, Donna's Turn on the move third. Presidential Way fourth. Then it's Bizarra and Fashion Flex, and they're turning into the home stretch. Short lead for Cal's Gold. On the rail, Yorktown Dancer. Middle of the track comes Donnie's Turn. They're coming to the eighth pole. It's Cal's Gold, but Donnie's Turn still gaining on the outside and takes over the lead. It's Donnie's Turn and Cal's Gold battle 16th to go. Donnie's Turn on the outside, Cal's Gold on the inside with Fashion Flex third, but it's Donnie's Turn. Coming into the winner's circle, Donnie's Turn, owned by Roger DeVerne, trained by Bob Manning. Richard Kelley, the winning jockey. Second, number 5, Cal's Gold. Third, number 4, Fashion Flex. Fourth, number 1, Bizarra. 1:11 and 2 the running time. Winning perfecta 3 and 5, 24.80. Now they're all in. They're off. To the lead, Philosopher, middle of the track. In between horses, King's Grant. Down on the inside, Old Man Fred and Al Tucci. Now they're moving to the clubhouse turn. On the rail, Old Man Fred. King's Grant on the outside. Al Tucci is third. Then it's Just Jubba. Battle for fifth. On the rail, it is Donna's Turn. Then it is Lord Christopher and Mr. Murtaugh. On the outside, Philosopher. They've got 5.5 furlongs to go as they move up the backside. And Old Man Fred showing the way, 3.5 lengths. King's Grant second, Al Tucci on the rail third. Then it's Just Jubba, followed by Mr. Murtaugh and Donna's Turn. Then it's Lord Christopher and the Philosopher. They got a half a mile to go. Still Old Man Fred 3 lengths. Al Tucci and King's Grant battle for second. The fourth one is Just Jubba. Up on the inside, Donna's Turn. After that, Mr. Murtaugh. Then it's Lord Christopher and Philosopher. They're midway on the turn. Still Old Man Fred 2.5. King's Grant and Donna's Turn on the rail. Then it's Just Jubba, Al Tucci. The outside, Mr. Murtaugh. Then Lord Christopher and Philosopher, and they're into the stretch. Old Man Fred stays out there, 2 lengths. King's Grant on the outside is second. In between comes Donna's Turn. Now it's Old Man Fred, Donna's Turn. King's Grant with Philosopher fourth. It is Old Man Fred with Donna's Turn coming, and Philosopher up to be third. Into the winner's circle, Donna's Turn, owned by Roger DeVerne, trained by Bob Manning. Richard Kelley, the winning jockey. Official winner number 6, Donna's Turn. Second, number 1, Old Man Fred. Third, number 7, Philosopher. Fourth, number 3, King's Grant. 1:44 and 4 the running time. Winning perfecta 6 and 1, 125.20. Now they're all in. They're off in the Maycomber. On the inside, Mighty Casting, and here comes Oakwood with a rush on the outside. Oakwood's made the top, Mighty Casting, Nile River. After that, it's Roman Cup. Up on the outside, Stay the Course. Then it is Back Bay Brave. In between horses Act Away and the outside Don't Be Home Late. Near the hedge Albert Gallimore. Then it's Donna's Turn, and the last one is Convict. They're moving into the backstretch past the 6 furlong pole. Oakwood and Neck on Mighty Casting with Stay the Course. Now up on the outside, Roman Cup. After that, Nile River, followed by Don't Be Home Late. Up on the hedge with the rush is Donnie's Turn. After that, Albert Gallimore, Back Bay Brave, Act Away. The last one is Convict. Well-packed field as they go to the far turn. Oakwood on the inside of Neck. Mighty Casting alongside. Then Stay the Course. Roman Cup out there. Then it's Donna's Turn, followed by Don't Be Home Late, Back Bay Brave on the extreme outside. Then it's Convict and Albert Gallimore, followed by Nile River and Act Away. And they're into the stretch, a battle. The outside, Mighty Casting a short lead. Oakwood on the inside. Then it's Roman Cup. In between, Stay the Course. Looking for room is Donna's Turn. Then it's Convict. 16th to go, Mighty Casting with Donna's Turn on second. And on the outside, Convict. Mighty Casting, Donna's Turn coming. Winner number 11, Donna's Turn. Second, number 1, Mighty Casting. Third, number 10, Stay the Course. Fourth, number 4, Back Bay Brave. 1:45 and 2 the running time, and the result is official. Ladies and gentlemen, the feature event, the John R. Maycomber Handicap this afternoon, going to Donna's Turn. Owned by Roger DeVerne, trained by Bob Manning. Richard Kelley, the winning jockey. In the winner's circle to make the trophy presentation in the John R. Maycomber Handicap, Suffolk Downs Executive Vice President and General Manager, Mr. Bob O'Malley.
$1,000. A field of 7 travels 6 furlongs. Go Mortar Go broke in the air and finished 9th at 8,000, claiming last time in a sprint at Rockingham. A 7th and a 6th before that for Go Motor Go. Say that about 8 times quick. Pause for Pleasure checks in with 2 straight wins. Last time August 17th by more than a length at this level. The public's pick at even money here in this one. Big Snow scored a win at this price and a mile at a 16th on the 18th of August. Prior to that, a 7th and a 5th. Second race in the mega bet. Here's the 4th.
Off. For the lead and the inside comes Always a Hope with Tusitala. Always a Hope, Tusitala, Pause for Pleasure. Then it's Big Snow, Sonic Jet, America First, and Go Motor Go. 4.5 furlongs to go. The leader is Always a Hope, 4 lengths. On the rail, Tusitala, Pause for Pleasure on the outside. Then Big Snow, Sonic Jet, Go Motor Go, and America First. On the far turn, it's Tusitala, 3.5. On second is Pause for Pleasure. And it's Tusitala. It's Always a Hope, the leader, with Pause for Pleasure, Tusitala, Big Snow on the outside, Sonic Jet, Go Motor Go, and America First, and they're turning into the home stretch with Always a Hope. On top by 3, Pause for Pleasure, Big Snow on the outside, Tusitala coming in between is Sonic Jet. They're at the 8th pole. Still out there is Always a Hope. Middle of the track comes Big Snow. Down on the rail, Tusitala. In the middle, it's Sonic Jet with a rush. Sonic Jet coming the quickest. Sonic Jet and Big Snow.
Sonic Jet just up, Big Snow second, Always a Hope third. Always a Hope was in control early, then held a lead of almost 3 lengths as they turned for home. But the 4-year-old colt Sonic Jet came on like a 747 deep in the stretch, went in between horses and picked up the top spot about 3 jumps from the wire. Always a Hope just lasted for third. Richard Kelley Jr. in the saddle for trainer Ray Auger, and quite a finish for Sonic Jet in this one. On and on we go on racing from Suffolk Downs. The Sprint Starter Handicap for 3.
The first of the year from Aqueduct. He's a New York bred where he was in a maiden allowance race. He's at 3-1. Trishamali Pride, a mass bred, is 7-2. Here's Elliott and Wesley Ward head-to-head in the 4th.
They're off. For the lead, way on the outside, Medium Rare. Up on the inside comes First Regent with Lucky Draw. Then it's Trishamali Pride, followed by Bayou Channel, and the last one is Hasten Sunrise. They got a half a mile to go. First Regent on the rail, the leader a half a length. Medium Rare is second. It's 3 lengths back to Lucky Draw. Then it's Trishamali Pride, followed by Bayou Channel and Hasten Sunrise. On the 4th turn, First Regent, Medium Rare, with Lucky Draw in 3rd place. Then it's Trishamali Pride, followed by Bayou Channel and Hasten Sunrise. They're turning for home. Still First Regent a short lead. 2nd place, Medium Rare. Lucky Draw on the outside 3rd with Trishamali Pride 4th. In the stretch, coming to the 8th pole, First Regent with Lucky Draw, middle of the track 2nd. And Medium Rare. Down the stretch they come. It's First Regent with the Lucky Draw. First Regent, Lucky Draw, Medium Rare, but it's First Regent.
First Regent it is. Bobby Manning and Richard Kelley off a step slow as Colt rushed up to dictate all of the pace and then held sway in the drive. Lucky Draw with Wesley Ward. This horse landed on his nose leaving the starting gate, then was always close up. As Ward picked him up, he angled out. 3-path entering and was 2nd best. Elliott had Medium Rare, who was in for the show. He broke sharp, prompted the winner's pace for a half, but then lost ground in the drive as they go 3/4 in there in 13-3. And Ward and Elliott are tied at a win apiece through 4 races. The battle continues in the 5th in 60 seconds.
I get most of the attention here. Mexican Red has been a runner-up in each of his last 2 at this level, though he's been off for better than 2 months. This horse does like to run late. He's the favorite at 2-1. Romeo Cowboy showed some early foot around 2 turns last time and had the lead turning for home before fading to 4th. He's 3-1 along with Proud Pheasant. This horse raced wide last time for 35 and was soundly beaten in that one. The public bet him down from 8-1 in the program to 3-1 here. 2nd race.
They're off. From the outside, Island Match with a rush. Capricci up on the inside. It's Proud Pheasant. Capricci, Proud Pheasant. Romeo Cowboy, Island Match. Then it's Welfare Party, Colorful. My Dear Matt on the rail, Mexican Red. Then it's Sandy Hackett and Starting Powder. Half a mile to go. The leader is Proud Pheasant. Through on the inside, Romeo Cowboy. They go head and head. 3rd place, it's Capricci. Up on the rail, 4th, Mexican Red. The outside, Welfare Party, Island Match, Starting Powder, Colorful, Sandy Hackett, and My Dear Matt. Coming around the turn, top of the stretch, along the rail, Romeo Cowboy, and on the outside, it's Proud Pheasant with Mexican Red 3rd, and Capricci 4th, Colorful 5th. Into the stretch, Romeo Cowboy with Mexican Red now 2nd. Romeo Cowboy, here comes Mexican Red to challenge. Now Mexican Red's getting the lead. Romeo Cowboy, Colorful's on 3rd, Proud Pheasant, Sandy Hackett and Starting Powder. Mexican Red with Colorful 2nd with a 16th to go. Mexican Red and Colorful, but it's Mexican Red.
True to form, the late-running Mexican Red rounds out the Saturday double with a trip to the winner's circle for trainer Bob Scavron. Mexican Red wins it. Colorful is 2nd, and Romeo Cowboy is 3rd. Richard Kelley Jr. rides the winner here. won and won the Saturday Daily Double. It paid $29.60. On we go to race number 3. Richter has been off for about 6 weeks. He dropped down to this level last time and was up in the drive to outlast Circleback by half a length in his last. Bentley Smoker drops down from 75, where he has a second place finish to show for 2 starts since shipping in from Keystone. He is your favorite at 7-5. And Varsity Host looks for his second win in a row on the jump, up from 35. He hit the board in 2 straight for 10,000 before dropping down last time out. 7th race.
They're off. Bentley Smoker, Varsity Host, Banshee Destroyer, up on the inside, Dr. Richter. Then Strongest Link, Gay Phantom, Lofty Threat, Cabin and Parish, Laser Man, and Gay Flight. At the half-mile pole, Varsity Host the leader, a half a length. Through on the rail comes Strongest Link, then Bentley Smoker, followed by Banshee Destroyer, Gay Phantom, Dr. Richter, Lofty Threat, Cabin and Parish, Laser Man, and Gay Flight. Midway on the turn, and Strongest Link is taking the lead. He leads a length. Bentley Smoker, Varsity Host, Banshee Destroyer 4th, up to be 5th is Dr. Richter on the outside, Gay Phantom, followed by Lofty Threat, and they're in the stretch. Hits Strongest Link on top by 3. Coming up to be 2nd is Banshee Destroyer, Varsity Host on the outside, Bentley Smoker. Down the stretch they come with Strongest Link in a battle for 2nd, with Banshee Destroyer and Varsity Host on the outside.
Strongest Link it is. He finds the winner's circle after a pair of second-place finishes in his last 2. Banshee Destroyer is 2nd, Varsity Host 3rd. Second winner of the day for jockey Richard Kelley. He rides this one for trainer R. Glenn Matheson. 8th race now. At this level, 2 starts back. So we have Ragtime Roller and Executive Producer just a few dollars apart on the money board. 5th race.
They're off. On the outside, Space Prune. Way out there, Speed's Punch with a rush on the inside, Private Treaty. Not Space Prune, Private Treaty, Pete's Punch. Ragtime Roller, always Demetrius. Then it's Morisco and Friar's Lantern, followed by Lake Rooter, and well back is Executive Producer. They got a half a mile to go. And on top, it is Private Treaty. He's on top, 2.5 lengths. Second place, it's Space Prune. On the rail, Ragtime Roller on the outside, always Demetrius. Then it's Lake Ruler, followed by Morisco up on the outside, Friar's Lantern. Then it's Pete's Punch, and the last one is Executive Producer, and they're turning into the home stretch. The leader is Private Treaty. He leads by 4 of 5. Second place on the inside, Ragtime Roller. Then it's Space Prune. Way on the outside, Friar's Lantern. Then it's always Demetrius and Executive Producer. It's Private Treaty, Ragtime Roller coming on the inside. Now Ragtime Roller, Private Treaty.
Ragtime Roller up in time to win it over Private Treaty in 2nd and Executive Producer in 3rd. Ragtime Roller didn't show much last time out, breaking on the outside. He gets a nice trip on the fence today under jockey Richard Kelley. They get past the pace setter, a 24-to-1 shot Private Treaty in the final 16th for the win. Bobby Manning saddles himself a winner here. We'll see one of the best horses in his barn. That's Donna's Turn later on in the feature race. So Manning and Kelley hook up for a win in race 5. Race number 6.
Island is 16th, and here's your field. I like this look. Number 1, Princess Aid, a long shot at 40-to-1. The rider will be Edgar Donegay. Princess Aid broke his maiden against maiden special weights back on May 24th, and then he was unplaced in his most recent start against Allowance Company. Number 2 is Bold R.E. Bold R.E. is trained by Joe Martinez, ridden today by R.J. Martin. He's been 2nd in his last 2, and he was a big threat against Classic Companion, who was also in this field, breaking from post 3. Bold R.E. in very good form right now at 3-to-1. Here's Classic Companion. He won his last with Steve Gaffleone up, and Gaff has the mount right back here as the favorite at 2-to-1. In his last start, he won at 1 mile and 40 and 142 and looked good doing it. Gaffleone once again with the return mount. 1 for Dom comes back to Rockingham Park. He had a stop at Monmouth Park when he was unplaced in the Long Branch, and he was unplaced at Suffolk Downs on the turf. But he's back at Rockingham. Carrasco has the mount at 10-1. Our Bandit was a late scratch. There's Southern Joe, one of the long shots in the field at 16-1 with Freddie Foley. That's a mouthful. Coming up to Rockingham Park in good order. He looks like he wants to go around 2 turns on paper. He's been closing at 6 furlongs each time. Nick Petro has the mount at 4-1. And there is Aristocratic Cross, 2-1 co-favorite. This horse has won the Rough and Tumble at Calder. He's won the Floridian at Gulfstream. And now here he is at Rockingham, the 2-1 co-favorite, running in the Mr. Prospector at 1 1/16 for 3-year-olds only. And ladies and gentlemen, this is our wonderful horse race.
They're off and on their way in the Mr. Prospector Handicap. Bold R.E. Classic Companion, those two first time over. Aristocratic Cross is next. 1 for Dom, that's a mouthful. Southern Joe and Princess Aid as they race into the Old Club turn. Classic Companion on top by 1. Bold R.E., Aristocratic Cross, those two together. 3 lengths back, 1 for Dom, another couple back to That's a Mouthful. Princess Aid, the last one moving up some. Southern Joe, 6 furlongs to race. Down the backside they go. Classic Companion by half a length. Aristocratic Cross is pressing 2 lengths back. It is Bold R.E. Another 3 lengths back, 1 for Dom, 3 more. That's a Mouthful. Southern Joe, and the last one is Princess Aid. Past the half they go in the battle on the front end between Classic Companion and Aristocratic Cross. Those two are noses apart. They've got a couple on Bold R.E. Running third. 1 for Dom is 4th. That's a Mouthful is 5th. Southern Joe, Princess Aid, Bold R.E. Drawn a beat on Aristocratic Cross. Those two battle it out. Bold R.E., Aristocratic Cross. Classic Companion, that's a Mouthful on the way out wide. 1 for Dom is in the stretch. Southern Joe, Princess Aid, and down the stretch they come. Inside the 8 pole, Aristocratic Cross. Bold R.E., that's a Mouthful, firing late from off the pace. Aristocratic Cross in a drive.
A marvelous horse race, and that was Aristocratic Cross hanging on to win by a head over the fast closing That's a Mouthful, who finished 3 parts of a length in front of Bold R.E. What a finish. Bold R.E. actually stuck his head in front at the top of the stretch, but Aristocratic Cross, very game all the way down the lane. That's a Mouthful swung very wide into the stretch. That may have cost him the race. And Aristocratic Cross, benefiting from that move, hangs on to win it by a head under jockey Richard Kelley as the 2-1 co-favorite. The running time, 1 1/16 in 1:46.2, and Aristocratic Cross the winner. The owner of Aristocratic Cross consults a psychic and asks the psychic, what do you think of my chances every time his horses run? And the psychic said she didn't like his chances in the Mr. Prospector, but the trainer did. Ed Hess liked the horse, and rightfully so. Aristocratic Cross winning the Mr. Prospector, and that adds his stakes list of victories to the Rough and Tumble and the Floridian. We'll look now at the 10th race on today's program. In the 10th race, it